Now, NumPy has several functions that will perform the operation for all the elements in the array. Okay. Now, remember we had to use star star 0.5 for square root. NumPy has square root function. NumPy has ABS function. NumPy has exponential function, logarithm, and then bunch of other functions. And this table tells you what each of those functions, each function does. Okay. So now this is called universal function or unary function, or simply U functions, because it's going to do the operation for all the elements in the array. So if you take, like, again, you need to start with NP. So here is a randomly generated data. I'm using rand_n will give you normal distribution. So there are some minus values, there are some positive values. So if I use np.abs, that's going to go through all the numbers and convert them into absolute value. So all the negatives will be converted into positives. np.square is going to take each value and square it. Okay. So you don't have to do a for loop. Okay. It's going to, if you do a list and then you say square, it's not going to, it will give you an error. An NP array, then it's going to use the NP function, and it's going to work. Now, sometimes, okay, you'll get a warning like this because you're using square root function, and there are some negative values. So negative values do not have square root. So because of that, it's going to give you an error. So runtime warning: invalid values encountered in square root, and they are replaced by missing value. NaN is not a valid value. Well, here, one way, but of course this is not correct because you can't just simply do absolute value and then take a square root. So, but anyway, here it is. Okay. All right. So, question number 15. Answer the following using U function. So we take ARR to D4, and you want to round all values up. Okay, so go back up here and then see what function can be used for that. So there is a round function, I thought. Ceiling, round up. You want to do them all up. Ceiling function, which is no, I need to put it different. Okay, so this should go like that. np.ceiling. So it's going to round everything up. So that's A. Round all values down is floor. So if you do np.floor and ARR2D4, round all values. I think that is RINT, round elements to the nearest integer, preserving the data type. So RINT. So that's C, right? NP RINT, round to integer, and it'll preserve. So you have float. It will be floating point, right? ARR2D4. So it's rounded, but they are all floating point. So So it keeps the data type the same. Separate the values into the integer part and fractional part. So that is mod f. So mod f returns fractional and integer parts of the array as a separate array. So that's what that is. NP dot mod f ARR 2D4. Okay, so you get one array of the decimal part, another one the whole number part. Okay. All right. I'll see you next week.